All right, so welcome to Unk Mode. I'm your evil Unk, Josiah Bola Hilaire. Look, you know the rules here. If you're 30 and up, you're considered an Unk. Um, to you young cats out there, I promise you, we don't give a fuck what you think about us. We say what the fuck we want to say. We mean what the fuck we're gonna say too, and we back it up. If you sensitive and shit, get the fuck up out of here. This is not your party. So we gotta give credit to Gianni Grippo because he's the one who started all this shit. He beat the shit out of seven innocent souls at ADCC Worlds, and he proved that us uns still got it, and we could catch up to you young cats. So that's why I created this shit. We don't give a fuck what you young cats think. So let's get to it, shall we? So I was watching Flow Grappling's video on Gianni Grippo's Cinderella moment, as they put it. Um, so Gianni, his issue is his wrestling. It's his wrestling. His defensive wrestling got better. I'll give him that. It got better, but Grippo's wrestling overall, it sucks. And I love Gianni Grippo. His wrestling sucks. And he needs to really work on his wrestling a lot. It really is his weakness. It's his weakness. And and the exchange he had with Dom here, Dominic was the better of the two when it came to the wrestling. He was more aggressive. He was more the one in control of the pace. But Gianni, he neutralized Dom's wrestling abilities. Watching the overtime, he neutralized that shit when Dom attempted to go for the takedown. And then he turned it into an anaconda. And then he flipped it to where he was on top of Dom, and then he turned into a beautiful, badass rear naked choke. And that was beautiful. I was happy as hell. Grippo won. He finally won ADCC trials. Thank God. But then they fucked up. So his so-called girlfriend, Dirty Diana. So they did this thing where I'm sorry, I'm not buying their so-called embrace. I'm not buying their kiss. No, I don't buy it. It looked staged. It looked it looked so staged and so fake. Like I do not support Grippo's so-called relationship with Dirty Diana. I don't support it. And Gianni, let me just tell you something. If you don't want people talking about your so-called relationship, don't put your shit out there. Because that's how you invite people like me to talk about your so-called relationship. And we will still talk about your so-called relationship because I see the red flags. I see it. And Dirty Diana is the mistake. This is so fucked up, but it's a mistake. I don't buy it. I think it's an act. I think it's an act personally. I 100% think Grippo's making a serious mistake in the so-called relationship, and I stand by it. I stand by this shit. Hi, she lives in Canada. He lives in Jersey. They're both head coaches at their respective gyms. Him at Bodega Jiu-Jitsu in Jersey, her at Mitsu Studios in Montreal, Canada. If you really think she's going to actually give up everything, her formula, her winning formula, her success, her training, her coaching, her students, her autonomy, her independence, her freedom, her all of that for Gianni, you're sadly mistaken. Because if she do, God forbid, I hope to God she don't relocate, but if she do, she gotta literally restart everything from scratch. Grippo does not. He does not. He keeps everything. She loses everything, and she has to literally rebuild everything from scratch. She loses her support system, her family, her friends, her training partners. All that's in Canada. He keeps his support system in Jersey. Jersey, that's his world. That's his area. He has position. He has the power. She does not. And if things don't work out, this is some serious shit because I've been through this. She has to leave, not him. Jersey, that's his area. That's his world. He has the power. She doesn't. His training partners in Jersey are not hers. They have specific things that helps Grippo and what he needs to work on, not her. training partners are in Canada. She literally trains all over the world to step up her game. If God forbid, if she relocates, I hope to God, Dirty Diana, you don't relocate. If you relocate, she's gonna feel stifled. She's gonna feel limited. It's gonna really mess her up psychologically, and she's gonna seriously deal with resentment, jealousy, bitterness, anger, disdain, frustration towards Gianni because he keeps everything. She loses everything. He keeps his independence, his freedom, his identity. She loses her identity. You guys, let me tell you something. Anything she does is always going to be overshadowed by Grippo due to his legendary status in Jiu-Jitsu, due to his position in Jiu-Jitsu. She's going to always be in his shadow, and that's a serious red flag. She's going to lose her identity. She's going to be known as the trailing partner of such and such instead of being known for her own identity. I said it. I said what the fuck I said. And I'm sorry, Grippo, you're making a serious mistake. If anybody has to relocate, it should be Grippo, not Dirty Diana. She's in her prime. Him, not so much. Though he just made the biggest comeback of his career in many years when he won ADCC trials in California. Gianni, he's the eldest. He's 34 years old. He's 2 years older than me. 34 years old. He beat kids half his age or even a decade younger. Excuse me. Grippo just showed that us uns could hang with you young cats and that we could beat the crap out of you young cats with ease. He went 7-0, 5 submissions, 2 due to points. That's impressive. My thing is, will he win ADCC Worlds? So historically, it's been the curse. I call it the ADCC Trials curse. Grippo's still cursed, boy. He's still cursed because one, his wrestling is the shits. Like, it's not bad, but it's not good either, and it's still a weakness. 2, trials. You have people who are like brown belts, black belts, people who are the up and comers. Worlds is different. Grippo's gonna step onto the mats with legitimate ADCC world champions, or former champions, or people who've been invited. I'm concerned because though Grippo's in excellent shape, cardio shape, he's timeless. He looks timeless for 34. I'm concerned because if anybody knows the pace of Dorian Olivares, his wrestling is dangerous. He would out-wrestle Grippo, and he would beat Grippo with ease. God forbid if they face each other. If he faced Baby Shark, aka Diogo, Diogo, he's Reis, aka Baby Shark. Baby Shark is on the attack. He's a 2-time ADCC champ, the current one, by the way. And for somebody who's 10 years younger than Grippo, Baby Shark has a really good fighting IQ, and he's being the best of the best. And he is one of the masters of ADCC and its rule sets. So I'm concerned for Grippo because this isn't trials anymore. This, mind you, this is the first time in 11 years since Grippo's been back at ADCC Worlds. But I got faith Grippo's going to beat everybody from Baby Shark to Dorian Olivares to Fabricio to Yigit Hanay, Yigit Hanay, Yigit Hanay. He's gonna beat everybody because Grippo just proved us still got it. And now if Grippo does not win, I'll be surprised. But this is the thing. Grippo has a history of being beaten by younger talent. Not talent, excuse me, by younger grapplers. Dorian Olivares, when he was 17, he beat Grippo, who was like in his 30s. He beat Grippo with ease. Gianni Grippo just lost to Owen Jones. who's a decade plus younger than him. He lost to Gabriel Sosa, Josh Cisneros, Keith Krikorian, um, Carlos Enrique, Don Mejia, who he just defeated. Don Mejia also defeated Grippo by submission last year. And they're all younger than Grippo. Grippo just lost to Colabate last year, and well, 2 years ago, and Marco Mendez. They're younger than Grippo. But I got faith Grippo is going to beat everybody at ADCC Worlds. That's my alligator. That's the hazel eye gator, the Italian demon, Gianni Paul Grippo. He will release them demons on everybody, and he will show you why he's my alligator. So, Baby Shark, you losing. Oh my God, Fabricio, you losing. You losing. Dorian Olivares, you losing. To Grip, everybody's gonna fall down to my alligator, Gianni Grippo. Gianni's winning it, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna win it. He's gonna win the ADCC World Championship this year. I mean, my God, Dirty Diana. She was at Worlds. She dominated Worlds. And then she came in second because Fionn stopped her. That was a few years ago. And I gotta give, even though I don't support Grippo's so-called relationship, I gotta say Dirty Diana, like, she's really good. I'll give her that. But Sarah Galvao, this young lady, Sarah Galvao, she's on fire right now, and she just beat Big Gabby. Oh my gosh, she beat Gabby. She's beating Dirty Diana. She's beating a lot of the top females. She's gonna beat Helena Cravar. So I got Sarah Galvao winning it. She's winning at ADCC Worlds, man. Like, but Grippo's going to win at ADCC Worlds in Poland in September. I got faith in Grippo. I believe in Grippo. I said what the fuck I said, and I mean what I said too. If you like this episode of Unk Mode, great. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give. Let me say, I don't give a fuck. Like, I said what the fuck I said, and I mean what the fuck I said too. And let me just say, I'm protected by the First Amendment, so I can say what the hell I want to say. If you don't like it, too bad. I don't care. I don't care. You got people in your business, don't put your shit out there on the internet. That's it. But yeah, Gianni Grippo's gonna win. He's gonna win. Come on. We all know Gianni's gonna beat Baby Shark, Dorian Olivares, Fabricio, you get him. He's gonna beat everybody. I promise you. I said what I said. I'm out. Peace.